From Interior Alaska's most trusted news source, this is the Fairbanks Evening News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Our top story this evening, not guilty pleas in Fairbanks Superior Court today for a man accused of murder.
37-year-old Chad Zerlo is charged with first-degree murder of his boss, Stephen Corcoran. Court documents say the two got into an argument, and during that fight, Zerlo shot Corcoran in the face with a black semi-automatic handgun. Zerlo reportedly waited in the driveway of the home located at 330 Gold Claim Avenue for authorities to arrive, where he admitted to shooting the man in his face. Friends of the victim say Corcoran was allowing Zerlo to reside at his home after he came to Fairbanks from out of state to look for employment. Today, Judge Bethany Harbison asked Zerlo be given a court-appointed defender due to the status of his income. Trial in his case is set for July.
A man accused of attempted murder after firing shots into a Fairbanks residence pleaded not guilty in Fairbanks Superior Court today. 31-year-old Christopher Williams is also charged with second-degree weapons misconduct, first-degree burglary, and theft in relation to the incident. Documents say Williams had gone to the residence angry over a bad check that the victim, Todd Shriver, had cashed. Williams then brandished a firearm in the entryway. After Shriver shut the door, he reported hearing pops and glass breaking inside his apartment. Now, police found shell casings at the scene and also found bullets inside the home that had struck the front door where Shriver was standing, and others that had gone completely through the exterior walls, through the living room, and into the restroom. Trial in his case is set for July.
Now, also in Fairbanks Superior Court today, 36-year-old Matthew Kaleli of North Pole pled guilty to charges of felony second-degree assault. In that case, he was accused threatening another person with a weapon in May of 2013. He also pled guilty to a charge of sexual abuse of a minor in connection with an incident alleged to have occurred in 1999. Sentencing in his case was set for October.
A Fairbanks man arrested last Friday on charges of drunk driving has 10 convictions for DUI or refusal to take a breath or blood alcohol test. 58-year-old Theodore Born was arrested near the Old Castle restaurant while crews were tearing it down. According to court records, Born has convictions dating back to 1974 in Illinois. The complaint filed Saturday said he had already had his driver's license revoked for life. In the latest case, he's charged with drunk driving, refusal to test, and felony drug misconduct.
With the Alaska legislative session having just ended, there are still many questions regarding future projects. Today at the Westmark, representatives from the Interior Delegation tried to answer some of those questions. Here's Mike Schultz with more.
Before a receptive gathering of the weekly Chamber of Commerce luncheon, 4 members from the Interior Delegation answered questions from moderator and Chamber President Steve Lundgren. Representative Steve Thompson, along with Scott Kawasaki, and Senators Pete Kelly and John Coghill voiced their opinions with subjects ranging from the future of the gas line, the education dilemma in the state, the high cost of energy in the interior, and the closing of Flint Hills in North Pole. Afterwards, Representative Thompson shared his comments regarding the past legislative session's achievements.
I do feel like we had a very successful, very busy year. We passed some major legislation, education bill, crime bill, getting the gas line started. That's enabling legislation to have us head towards contracts to build the gas line. These were major things. There was a lot of other bills that passed that are very good and very important also.
Senators Kelly and Coghill feel that the next session will have one goal that both parties can get behind and will need to focus on.
Well, I think it's going to be another incremental piece of gas line work, although I'm not sure if it'll come in the session or maybe in a special session, because we have to develop a couple of things, and that's the transportation costs, and we have to develop a plan for the municipalities and how they're going to play in the tax base of the gas line.
Well, I think the gas pipeline is probably going to be the thing that we have to talk about. Even though it's a reach into 10 years out, the work has to be done now. And I think there's a general consensus that we're going to have to move forward.
Mike Schultz reporting.
All right, when we come back, Denali Elementary School announces its new principal.
Also, troubles with Ulus at TSA checkpoints at the airport. We have some tips for you. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fairbanks School District Acting Superintendent Karen Gaborik announced today that longtime Denali Elementary School teacher Deborah Hall has been named the new principal of the school. Hall has taught at Denali since 1998, most recently as a 4th grade teacher. The selection was the result of a process that included a search committee consisting of school district staff and Denali Elementary School parents. Hall replaces outgoing principal Tim Doran, who will be retiring at the end of the school year. Students, parents, and staff at Denali got to say their goodbyes to Doran Friday night at a party held in his honor. Now he's been with the school district for 23 years.
It was not until I heard that he was retiring when he told the staff that I went home that night and said, I think I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. So not something I started the year out thinking of, because I still love teaching, and the good thing about being a principal is now I get to be involved with all of the students at Denali and not just one classroom.
I just say a big thank you to everyone for enriching my life. I'm a better person personally and professionally because of what they've offered to me.
While vacationing in Alaska, visitors love to collect souvenirs of their experience, but one popular item is getting stuck at airport security. Tyson Paris-Hansen has more.
Among the variety of knives left at airport security, the ulu is getting special attention at Alaskan airports.
It's a great souvenir to take home from Alaska. The recipients love it. The problem is it is a knife. It contains this very sharp blade. So we're not allowed to have people bring those on as carry-ons.
The Transportation Security Administration made signs specifically for Alaskan airports to remind passengers to place their circular knife in checked baggage.
Some of the officers have told me that there will be people who will bring 6 or 8 of them in their bag. They purchased them at a gift shop, and they'll have to leave those behind, and we're certainly disappointed when that's the case. So the more we can get the word out to make sure those are in the checked baggage, the happier everyone is.
And to help with packing questions, the TSA created an app called My TSA.
And then you'll know before you get to the airport whether or not it's allowed. Just spending a few minutes at home will save everybody some time at the checkpoint.
From the Fairbanks International Airport, this is Tyson Paris-Hansen reporting.
A jury has found a Sitka principal not guilty on multiple charges, including sexual assault and indecent exposure. The jury of 7 women and 5 men concluded the administrator was innocent of the charges that could have added up to between 5 and 10 years of prison time. The state pressed charges on behalf of 3 separate witnesses in the case, all current or former teachers of Blatchley Middle School in Sitka. Now, after a week-long trial and 12 hours of deliberation over 2 days, he was announced a free man.
A recent report found a significant increase in the number of children who now suffer from autism. Monty Bowen has details now in this week's health report.
The new estimate by the Center for Disease Control is based on a 2010 pool of data from 8-year-olds in 11 different states. Local officials say it is a significant increase.
The number that was released this year was 1 in 68, so 1 in 68 children will be diagnosed on the autism spectrum.
It's also higher than increases seen for other diseases.
And that rate of increase is significantly higher than any other disability category.
Autism specialist Dr. Patricia McDade said the question medical professionals are asking is why, but so far there is no definitive answer.
One of the theories is that because of the elasticity of the young developing brain, we're able to see significant changes in children. They are able to learn to speak, they're able to learn to manage their behavior and be able to kind of function normally in the world. One of the things that we do know, though, is the earlier that children get intervention, the more successful they are in the long term.
The number of school-age children in Alaska with autism increased from just over 200 in 2002 to more than 1,000 in 2013. This is Monty Bowen reporting.
The Health Report is brought to you by the Ear, Nose, and Throat Clinic, located in the Medical Dental Arts Building. Call 456-7768.
Gotta get that in.
Let's try to say again.
Well, Joe, what's going on in?
Wow, sports.
Did you guys think of that?
No,
Okay.
We don't think much.
We're just going with the flow, you know.
Apparently, but it's all good. All right, sports today. We get the college choice of Lathrop's Joe Dickinson, the second wrestler to officially sign with a college's signing period. And you'll also see who made UAF their college of choice and some schedules for the upcoming 2014-2015 seasons. Sports is next. Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here in the sports seat for you this Tuesday evening. Today's Sportscast has a lot of national letter of intent signings, and we start locally. Yesterday at Lathrop High School, state wrestling champion Joe Dickinson signed his national letter of intent. Dickinson will go to Warner Pacific College to wrestle for the Knights, who will have their first wrestling season this year for the first time since 1975. Warner Pacific is in Portland, Oregon. Dickinson was joined by his family and coaches as he signed. The 160-pound state champ plans to major in physical therapy, and he is excited about being at the start of Warner Pacific's revived NAIA wrestling program under an experienced head coach, Frank Johnson.
It seemed like a lot of fun to be on the ground level of the wrestling team and shape the team how I want and like put work ethic into it, and just be a lot of fun to be like on the ground level. So there's a lot of good guys that I actually know, some guys on the team, and it's going to be really exciting to form basically like the initial family of that wrestling team.
And the Natick men's basketball team gets 5 more players to sign NLIs to complete an 11-player recruiting class. Today, the team announced another Serb, Almir Hadžisehović from Belgrade, Serbia, will be a Nanook. Almir, a 6'8" center, transfers in from Olone College in Fremont, California. He averaged 10 points and 4 boards per game last year. Similar to Sergei Putsar in that he's a big that can play inside and out. And on Friday, 4 transfers announced they will play for UAF head coach Mick Durham. Alex Duncan from Boise, Idaho, is a 6'2" guard who put up 12 points and 4 assists last year for Whatcom CC. Ashton Edwards is a 6-foot guard from Compton, California. He averaged 19.4 points per game for the Long Beach City College in 2012-2013. Last year, he finished his associate's degree. Adam Griffin is a 6'1" guard, averaging 10 points per game from Santa Monica College. He hails from Pacific Palisades, California. Then Kyle Tomlinson from Mesa, Arizona. Tomlinson is a 6'4" forward who played in all 31 games for Mesa CC. The Thunderbirds won the Arizona CC Athletic Conference Championship this season. So that's an 11-player recruiting class that has youth, guard play, and some experience for the Nooks. And that big recruiting class for the men's basketball team will be learning the ropes of Division II basketball early. The Nanook's basketball schedule was recently released, and the Nooks will have a pair of exhibition games against Trinity International on November 14th to get their feet wet for tournaments. On November 20th, the GCI Alaska Invitational at the Patty Center featuring Black Hills State, Minnesota State Moorhead, and the University of West Alabama. Then after Thanksgiving on November 28th, the Notre Dame de Namur tournament, where they'll play Holy Names and host Notre Dame de Namur. The first GNAT games will be on December 4th and December 6th at Western Oregon and St. Martin's. The AT&T Jamboree wraps up tournaments on December 11th and 12th with BYU Hawaii and Humboldt State in the field. The Nooks start the new year, January 1st, 2015, playing Western Washington for the first home GNAT game, which starts their only 3-game homestand. They have a 3-game road trip as well. UAA and UAF will clash on January 10th at the Patty, then meet again on February 7th in Anchorage. Alaska will have their last 2 games at home before the GNAT Championship Tournament, which starts March 5th in Billings, Montana. The Alaska women's ski team continues to add to their roster this offseason as well. Martina Hima from Tartu, Estonia will ski for UAF next season. Hima is an accomplished Estonian skier. She was 7th in the skate race at the Estonian Junior National Championships and was part of the championship team last year. She was second at that event in 2012 and won the Classic Team Sprint in 2011. Hima also won the under-17 division and the under-20 division of the Tortu Running Marathon event in back-to-back years. She's the second signee to UAF, joining Sarissa Lammers and the women's recruiting class. Sticking with a Scott Jerome-led team, the Nanook recently released their cross-country running schedule. The season opens on September 6th on the West Ridge Trails with the Alaska Cross Country Invitational for the women's 6K and men's 8K. This year's field includes Cal State, Stanislaus, and Hawaii Pacific. The first run on the road will be September 20th at the 20th Sun Dodger Invitational at the University of Washington. Then they'll be in Oregon twice in October before they'll be in Oregon twice for the Charles Boyles Invitational, and then the 18th annual Lewis and Clark Invitational before the GNAT Championships at Western Oregon on November 1st. The NCAA West Regional will be at MSUB this year, and the NCAA Championships will be in Louisville, Kentucky. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Fairbanks Evening News. Time to take a look at the weather once again. Mike Schultz with you. A beautiful day across the interior. Lots of sunshine. A little cool, a little breezy at times, but all in all, not too bad. We're still looking at nice weather heading into the weekend, 60-degree temperatures. We'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. Our photograph for tonight, beautiful photograph. This one, very majestic. That's why the eagle is our national symbol. As you can see there, what a great picture that was taken by Mike Volsky on the Chena River. And again, if you have a photograph to share, by all means, send it to photos@ktvf11.com. Our numbers look like this out at the airport. We're looking at 62 normal high, today's high 57, the normal low 39, and last night's low 37. Record high 80 degrees in 2002, record low 27 in 2013. Sunrise and sunset 19 hours and 17 minutes of daylight, a gain of 7 minutes from yesterday. Our satellite and radar is showing that there are a little bit of wisps of clouds moving across the northern half of the state, but most of it's going to stay there to the north of the Fairbanks area. And the thunderstorms and rain showers that were rumbling across the Gulf of Alaska yesterday have moved out of the picture. Things are looking pretty good there, too. What's going on across the rest of the state? Here's what it looks like. As you can see, a little rain around the Ketchikan area, partly cloudy to cloudy skies in the Gulf of Alaska, up and down the west coast, mainly cloudy skies, a little sunshine in the interior, and partly cloudy to cloudy skies on the north slope with Fort Yukon looking at 52 degrees and sunshine. Lower 48 weather, maybe a few showers moving across the California region and heading into the western half of the country. Other than that, things are looking pretty good over the eastern half. A few showers moving across the Great Lakes and the Northeast. And the overall outlook for later on this week is calling for cooler temperatures across the desert Southwest, which also means rain. But the big rain is coming into Texas. In fact, you can see here some much needed rain hitting their drought they've been going through there. Could be even flooding conditions, so you kind of go from needing something to into a drastic situation, and that's what it looks like could be happening, so keep an eye on that. Well, back to Alaska for tomorrow in the northern sections. Here's what it looks like. Mostly cloudy skies in the Barrow area, scattered clouds in Nome and Fort Yukon, while over the interior, and couldn't ask for better weather. Partly cloudy skies for Fairbanks and Delta Junction. A few more clouds in the Healy area. Over the southeast, looks like the rain will be moving out. Scattered showers for Juneau and just mostly cloudy skies at Ketchikan. While over to the southwest, we're looking at, for the most part, mostly cloudy skies for Cold Bay, sunny for Kodiak, and isolated showers for Bethel. And down around the Anchorage Bowl, not too bad. Mostly sunny skies for Anchorage and Homer, and partly sunny skies for Valdez. All right, time once again for our kids' weather. And this week we're visiting with the kids from Nordale Elementary School. Here's a young lady with a picture to share.
Hi, my name is Serena, and I'm in Mr. Pierce's 6th grade at Nordale Elementary, and I drew a picture of the weather today. I drew this because, based on outside how it is right now, and it's very cloudy, as you can see, and sometimes it goes sunny, but it's also really windy too.
Nice job, Serena. And tomorrow night we'll have another young lady here with a question for me. All right, here's what's going on in our allergy report. As you can see, for the most part, no change from yesterday. Once again, trees are at high levels. Mold has dropped down to medium levels. And looking at grass and trees, grass and weeds at the lowest levels. That's good news. Here's your forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies. Not quite as cold as last night, 35 degrees, the overnight low. And as far as tomorrow's forecast, 58 degrees, increasing clouds through the day. Warmer temperatures, and the forecast into the weekend, things looking pretty good. 60 degrees all the way through till Sunday and Monday. Then a chance of some rain shower activity for Memorial Day. And overnight lows will be very consistent, right around 40 degrees. All in all, not too bad. These cold temperatures we've had the last few nights, guys, I think it might have stunted the mosquitoes, because I haven't seen a whole lot of them out.
It has been pretty chilly there.
Yeah, it has. Definitely.
Oh, very good. Well, you know, this week compared to last week, I'll take in a heartbeat because it was a little cool all last week.
Yeah,
for sure. Not bad. Okay, very good. So we will go ahead and tell you KTVF and Bailey's Furniture are teaming up for a Spring Dream giveaway where you can win a furniture package from Bailey's valued at $2,500.
Tune in to the Fairbanks Evening News and News Center Final for the first half of a mystery word.
Then visit Bailey's Furniture for the second half and complete your entry form for your chance to win.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
The mystery word today is, drum roll please,
I think they already see it.
sleeper.
I'm waiting for you to get out. It's falling asleep.
That's perfect for us.
I wanted to hold you guys in suspense, but come on, they were giving it away.
It's perfect for Stephanie. She's always tired.
I am. I'm tired right now.
I am too, Sleeper. That will wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We are glad you could join us.
NBC Nightly News is up next with Brian Williams.
All right, well, join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime, of course, at webcenter11.com.
That'll do it from all of us here at the News Center. We hope to see you back here at 11. Have a good evening.